Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel, where we discuss everything car audio, reviews, and installation tips to help you build the perfect sound system. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts or your own setup. I love hearing what you guys are running in your rides. Today, we're tackling a very hot topic that many car audio enthusiasts, from beginners to pros, always ask about: sealed versus ported subwoofer boxes. Which one is better? Which one should you choose? And more importantly, what's the difference in sound, performance, and design? Let's break it down together so by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which box is right for your vehicle, your subwoofer, and your music taste. Stick with me to the end, because we're going deep into the science, the sound, and even the costs behind both options. Before we discuss sealed and ported designs, let's quickly talk about what a subwoofer enclosure actually does. A subwoofer box is not just a case to hold your sub. It's a critical part of your sound system's performance. The way air moves inside the box, how the subwoofer interacts with that space, and even the type of materials used all affect how your bass will sound. Without a proper enclosure, your subwoofer could sound muddy, weak, or distorted. That's why choosing the right type of box is one of the most important decisions you'll make when building a car audio setup. Now let's start with sealed subwoofer boxes. These enclosures are completely airtight. Once the sub is mounted and the box is closed, no air escapes. That creates a tight, controlled environment for the subwoofer cone to move back and forth. The result? Tight, punchy, and highly accurate bass. Sealed boxes are known for their precision. You'll notice every beat clearly, especially in genres like rock, jazz, acoustic, or country. If you're into heavy metal or classical music, sealed boxes give you that crisp response without sounding boomlet or bloated. Another thing I love about sealed enclosures is that they generally take up less space. That's a huge plus if you're working with a single-cab truck, a small trunk, or you just want a cleaner install without sacrificing your cargo room. But there's a trade-off. Sealed boxes are less efficient than ported ones. That means you'll often need more power to get the same volume as you would from a ported setup. They don't move as much air, so you won't get that chest-thumping bass at lower power levels. Still, if sound quality and space saving are your main goals, sealed boxes are a rock-solid choice. Now let's talk about ported subwoofer boxes, also known as vented enclosures. These are designed with a hole or tube, commonly known as a port, that allows air to escape in a controlled way. That port is usually tuned to a specific frequency range, enhancing the output and letting the sub move more air at lower frequencies. What does that mean in the real world? Boomier, louder, and deeper bass. Ported boxes shine when you want to rattle mirrors, shake the street, and feel every drop in your chest. They're especially popular with bass-heavy genres like hip-hop, EDM, reggae, and trap. If you're the kind of person who wants to compete in SBL competitions, or you just love that window-flexing bass in your daily driver, a ported box might be your best friend. Another benefit is that ported enclosures are more efficient than sealed ones. You'll get more output using the same amp, because the port helps reinforce certain bass frequencies, giving you more boom per watt. But again, there are trade-offs. Ported boxes are usually larger, and they require more precise tuning. If you don't get the port size, box volume, or subwoofer specs just right, your sound can turn sloppy real quick. They're also more prone to port noise or distortion if they're pushed beyond their limits. So let's compare the two head-to-head in terms of sound quality. Sealed enclosures give you more accurate bass. They're fast, responsive, and give you a true representation of the music. You hear every note exactly as it was recorded. Ported boxes, on the other hand, are more about impact and output. You feel the bass as much as you hear it. It's less about detail and more about presence. Think of it like the difference between a sharp drum hit versus a deep rumble. There's no right or wrong. It all comes down to personal preference and how you like your music to sound. Now let's discuss installation. Sealed boxes are generally easier to design and build. As long as the internal volume matches your subwoofer specs, usually given in cubic feet, you're good to go. They're also more forgiving if you make small mistakes in volume or dimensions. Ported boxes, though, require more precision. You have to tune the port length and diameter to match your sub's recommended tuning frequency, which usually falls between 30 and 40 Hz for car audio. This involves math, airflow calculations, and a deep understanding of how your subwoofer behaves in different environments. If you get it wrong, the bass can sound booming, peaky, or even cause damage to your sub over time due to overexcursion or poor airflow. So if you're going ported, either use a reliable box design from a trusted manufacturer, software like WinISD, or work with someone experienced in enclosure tuning to avoid costly mistakes. So here's the million-dollar question. Should you go sealed or ported? If you're looking for a clean, tight, and accurate bass experience that works well across many music genres, and you don't mind sacrificing a little volume, go sealed. But if you live for that thunderous low-end rumble, and you want to get the most output from your sub without breaking the bank on power, go ported. It's also worth considering your vehicle space, amp power, and your subwoofer's recommended enclosure type. Some subs are designed to work better in one type of box over the other, so always check your sub specs before making a decision. Let me give you a quick real-world example. I took the same 12-inch subwoofer and ran it in both a sealed and a ported box using the same amp. In the sealed box, the bass was tight, precise, and musical, perfect for my classic rock playlist. But when I switched to the ported box, the bass got noticeably louder and deeper, especially on tracks with sub-bass drops. I picked up an extra 3 to 5 decibels on average, and in car audio, that's a big deal. So at the end of the day, the decision between a sealed and a ported subwoofer box really comes down to your taste, your vehicle, and how you want your system to feel. Neither one is universally better. They're just different tools for different jobs. If you're still not sure, leave a comment down below and tell me what kind of music you listen to, what sub you're running, and what kind of car you've got. I'll help you pick the right box for your setup. And remember, the best system is the one that makes you smile when you hit play. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you learned something new or enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more car audio tips, product reviews, and real-world installs.